Now, Donald Trump is saying that the Iranians called it, they say they want to talk, and it is true. I know in public the Iranians they will deny it, that they are in a tight position now. They've been cornered because Trump has just stripped them of the only card that they had. That was the Strait of Hormuz. It's gone. Trump has blocked it. No Iranian ships or any ship that's got ties to Iran is passing through, but the other ships are passing through. Now, who is the boss? And right now, it may not be openly said, but I'm convinced that American minesweepers are already on the Strait of Hormuz, clearing or searching, scanning the area for mines. That is happening. And I've got a feeling that the ceasefire, these people will sit down and talk. The Iranians will not be hard this time. They'll soften their stand because they know it's almost game over. They don't have any more cards to play. As I said in my previous video, America has got more cards to play. America has got more tools in its toolbox that they've never used before. Now, I put a document here, a long document here. I want to read to you. Let's see what it says. Please be patient. It might be important. It is to do with the Iran America situation. It said, I am avoiding echoing news about the negotiations between America and Iran. I am also doing my best to avoid amplifying narratives coming from Iranian channels. Why? Because what is said behind closed door is often completely different from what is presented publicly. I'm reading now. President Trump, listen very carefully. President Trump is working on something behind the scene. And for that plan to come to fruition, it needs time. Time for what? Primarily for the Iranian side to save face when they ultimately agree to the removal of the enriched uranium. It's going to happen. How is that achieved? Is asking by manufacturing outrage and crisis, applying pressure such as a blockade, and then positioning heroes to save the nation through so-called small concessions that in reality they have no choice but to make. So Trump is going to put them in a position where they got no choice but to make a deal. Okay. Now he said he's adding something here. Just as many did not believe that all the hostages would come out of Gaza, few believe that the enrichment uranium will be removed anytime soon. So he's very confident, this writer, that enrichment will be removed very time soon. And this source is got the proper intelligence, it's got the right sources of information. So I trust him. He said, remember, opening the Strait of Hormuz was never the objective of the war. Removing Iran's nuclear program was. So don't be surprised if negotiations resume while the war does not. The Iranians have no desire to return to war. They say one thing to the public and something entirely different to those who make the decisions. Sit back, relax, and watch it unfolding, it says. And finally, this is not the end of the IRG. It is a tactical pause driven by the need to survive and the buying of time.